Well guys, it finally happened. No, your eyes did not deceive you. The Rowdyruff boys are officially in the Powerpuff Girls 2016 reboot, and here's the appearance we've all been waiting for.
Wow, this baby has great torque. We're looking good, girls. Speaking of looking, do those guys look familiar to you? The Rowdyruff boys.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. Consider me surprised. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly didn't think it would happen after all this time. I mean, we've already been through 2 full seasons and the Rowdyruff boys hadn't even been mentioned once, but sure enough, here we are. Now, honestly, this isn't the biggest event in the whole wide world because as you can plainly see here, it's literally just a subtle 10-second cameo of the boys driving their cart and then getting blown up. It's not this huge, grandiose moment that I'm sure some were hoping for, but I'd still say it's cool to see nonetheless. So now we can finally say that the Rowdyruff boys are, indeed, canon to the Powerpuff Girls reboot. It seems that the reboot also decided to use their seasons 5 and 6 designs, which is honestly a good thing in my book because I always preferred that look in comparison to the original counterparts. Also, for the record, this clip is seen in the episode Total Eclipse of the Cart, season 3, episode 12 of the 2016 reboot. The episode title, in case you couldn't tell, is a parody of the Bonnie Tyler song Total Eclipse of the Heart.
And I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever.
I find it interesting that the boys didn't really get speaking roles here, but I guess Rob Paulsen just wasn't around Cartoon Network Studios that day, so they decided to opt out of it. I kid, of course. Honestly, I'm actually perfectly fine with this. It's nice as a subtle cameo for the boys to finally appear in the show after some Powerpuff fans have been demanding it for over 2 years now. Also, can I just say it's kinda bad Mojo just murdered his own sons? I've never gone out and shared my thoughts on the Rowdyruff boys as a whole on my channel, but to give you a general gist of what I think of the characters, I was never the biggest Rowdyruff boys fan, but I still do kinda like them as villains. I'm definitely happy to see this cameo regardless because it doesn't give them too big of a spotlight, which was always my biggest fear because they never seemed to be these very prominent villains to begin with. They only really showed up once in the first 4 seasons and were brought back after high demand from the fan base. Don't get me wrong, I definitely liked their appearances in the original show, but I never considered them to be on the same level as, say, Mojo, Princess, or him, simply because their characters never really interested me as much and they weren't nearly as developed either. And don't even get me started on the shipping. Thankfully, this is just a short cameo, so it's not anything too big of a deal, and I've honestly always said that I prefer it that way. I really would hate for their return to become another Bliss fiasco or something along those lines. Anyways, I just wanted to make this quick little video to inform those of you who weren't already aware that the Rowdyruff boys are, indeed, officially a part of the 2016 reboot. I also recommend watching the full episode if you get the chance. It's basically this giant kart racer episode where the girls and a bunch of villains are all racing each other to the finish, kinda like what's seen in the Powerpuff Girls Rule, but not quite the same thing. You can expect my full review of this episode in like 18 months because, let's be honest here, I'm not getting this one out anytime soon and I've already accepted that. I have so many other episodes to do as is, but don't worry, it will happen someday. Thank you all for watching, and till next time, Shadowstreak, signing off.